Hey, what's up, Lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2014 comedy horror film Life After Beth. This stars Aubrey Plaza, Dane DeHaan, Cheryl Hines, Molly Shannon's in this, John C. Reilly's in this. What the hell's his name? Matthew Gray Gruber. We just talked about him actually in Suburban Gothic with the hell's her name? Kat Dennings. So also Anna Kendrick is in this, and this is another film where Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza are together again in a film. I was watching this, and when they both were on screen, I was like, man, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is one of the greatest films ever made. And that's the first movie I ever saw the two of them together. No, that's a lie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That was the first movie I ever saw the two of them together. And they were in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, which is technically after Life After Beth, because Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is 2015. So they've been in 3 movies together? I gotta look this up. I feel like there's a 4th. Anyway, so I'm watching it and I'm just thinking I was like, man, I gotta watch Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. And then there should be a sequel called Mike and Dave Have Wedding Dates, because they're getting married. That would be so cool. I need there to be a sequel. Anyway, this was a pretty cool movie. It was like an hour and a half long, super quick. Dane plays the perfect emo kid. Absolutely love him. So he is dating this girl, Beth, Aubrey Plaza. His character's name is Zach. Beth goes hiking. She gets bit by a snake. She dies. A week later, Beth is back. Somehow. No one knows how. And her parents, Molly Shannon and John C. Reilly, are trying to convince her that she's still alive. And then Zach kind of breaks into the house and sees that Beth is still alive. So he's trying to figure out, is he going crazy? Is he not going crazy? And then all of a sudden, like, random people that have just been missing because they've been dead are coming back and getting violent. And Beth is getting violent. And then all of a sudden, these reanimated bodies are now violent zombie eating machines, but they can still talk. And they will calm down to smooth jazz. Absolutely hysterical. And Matt Gray Gruber, he plays Kyle, who is Zach's older brother. The two of them together were pretty entertaining. Two of them as brothers. I really enjoyed that. That was pretty neat. And then Anna Kendrick is Zach's childhood friend, and they get together at the end. But it was very entertaining. Very entertaining. It was a good nod of how does one say goodbye, but also in a comedic and action-packed way. It was also in the plot points of that all of a sudden the zombies just stopped and there was no more reanimated corpses, and then things were getting back to normal. So it was very weird watching it in a pandemic setting, as we are now, from 2020 to current present September 9th, 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic, since people still refuse to get vaccinated. Whatever. It's interesting watching that from a apocalyptic standpoint, because like things ain't gonna get back to normal if people still refuse to not be idiots. It's the best way to say it. I just think it's funny seeing that as the reporter on the screen saying, yeah, things are getting better. Things are getting back to normal. And that's the phrase that everybody keeps saying. Oh, I can't wait till we're back to normal. Can't wait till we're back to normal. There ain't never going to be no normal. All right? We've all adapted. Those of us who've listened to the CDC have adapted. Those of us who have not listened to the CDC have not adapted. So it's that age-old adapt or die. And that's what we're seeing. So it was nice seeing that represented in a film from 7 years ago. So it's kind of funny how like art imitates life, but this is a future art imitates future life. I'm thinking way too far into this, but that was my initial thought was, oh my God, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is one of the greatest movies of all times. Don't at me on that, but yeah, Life After Beth, really fun, smart, fast-paced, hour-and-a-half long movie, comedy horror film that it is. Excellent. It is free on Vudu right now. You just gotta watch some ads. Go check it out. Mucho mahalo.